used to do things, and we've been through it all, so it makes it really easy.
How close have you guys become since you got here?
Really close. I still remember, just that summer or that summer spring time whenever he was, coming in as a freshman. Talking then and being able to start building the bond then, and just even from there, it's grown tremendously. And that's my brother. I consider him family.
Could you tell what he was going to be from like the first time he got here? Just the way he carried himself.
Absolutely, just always ready to work, and everything he was doing was to make himself better and to find a way to get work, find receivers to catch for him. Ask me to grab some snaps with him. Just everything, just looking to improve himself, and he's done a great job.
Have you developed any common off-the-field interests or tastes of restaurants or anything like that? I mean,
Yeah, for sure. I know one spot he actually introduced me to is probably his favorite spots in New Orleans, but Panola Street Cafe. Great food. We go there and eat every now and then, and if there's a place that we can't think of anywhere to go sit down and eat, that's always just something in our back pocket that we can go do. And we really bond on like doing leader things as far as getting the guys together, trying to set something up for all the guys to be together. Maybe if there's a game on, getting somewhere we can watch the game. There was a couple days out during the summer. We went to the Fly. It's just a waterfront on the Mississippi. Just brought our grills out there and then barbecued for everybody, and just doing things like that is we really enjoy.
So, because New Orleans is a food town, what were you barbecuing?
We did burgers, hot dogs, chicken. I think J-Bo bought me some pork chops to throw on there for him. So just whatever the guys wanted. A couple guys brought some steaks for us to throw on there. Just we bought a lot of the common stuff, hot dogs, burgers, and stuff like that. But if any guys wanted steak or something like that, we were more than open to just throw it on there for
Do
them.
you go to Panola mostly for breakfast? Or?
Yeah, mostly for breakfast.
What do you get with those?
The French toast is amazing. You got to get the French toast when you go. There's scramble bowls as well. You really can't go wrong with Panola, but those are my two favorite things.
Are you curious to see if this team can handle success?
I think, just by our word, they show me that every day. It's you show whether or not you can handle success with how you carry yourself daily in practice, meetings, and just how you carry yourself before you get success. That the things you do building up to that is really what proves whether or not you can handle it, in my opinion. And so I think every day this team shows me that they can handle success.
But you're still going to go to the game, though, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
To that point, how much of a good test do you feel like South Alabama is coming up in game one?
Oh, those guys are great. That's a great opener for us. They finished ranked nationally in defense last year, and offensive wise, it's a great challenge for us. Offensively for them, I know they've got a lot of great things going on there. A couple years ago, we were down there in Mobile, and they took us down to the wire. So we know those guys they're tough, and we really respect what they got going on over there. So I think it's a great test.
And then when it comes to running backs, right? Like obviously nobody can replace Patrick, but the guys that are there, which is like 5 or 6 guys, like no matter who it is, how confident are you that they will be able to carry that tradition of a dominant run game?
100%. Each one of those guys carry their own special thing and their own work ethic, and I think it's beautiful to see like that many guys competing and that many guys, looking to fill such big shoes, and I think they're all really stepping up to the challenge. I'm really confident in all of them.
What stands out to you about the South Alabama defense? I know they've got their top 5 tacklers, I think, returning for starters on that, but just when you look at it, what makes them so tough?
Yeah, they're really gritty. It's not often you see guys from group of 5 conferences finish that high, ranked defensively, and just watching them on field, and they play with a lot of heart, and I got nothing but respect for those guys over there.
Do you like this challenge? I mean, last year, it's a team you can't ever think that way going in, that they couldn't play with you, but this is a team that can. And do you like that going into an opener?
Absolutely. I like to think of every game as a championship game, and every game, as the game to prepare for. So I think it's a great challenge, and I think these guys really fit that description.
So it was easier to, I don't know if it's easier, but in terms of buying into 1-0 for an opener, this is easier.
It's all the same, man. It's like I said, every game's a championship game. Every game's that opportunity to go 1-0. So this is the only game we have as far as I'm concerned.
We talked about
It's really big. You know, for as long as I've been here, I don't think we've had from year to year keeping the same offensive system. So it's just really nice to feel comfortable in a system, one that we already know, and to just really work on polishing things and cleaning up things. We already know kind of where our strong and weak points are, and just being able to really focus on those things is awesome.
What do you feel like you have to do to impress NFL scouts more this year? You've already played a ton. You've obviously done really well, but what areas do you feel like you need to work on, or what do you need to show them?
Everywhere. I just gotta, there's no such thing as perfection, and there's no such thing as perfection in this game, and we're just all striving to chase it. I think I could just be better all around. I think I could be a better leader. That's not really my focus though. It's just I'm focused on being myself and being present for the team, and really taking care of home. So I just want to work on my game all around. I'm not really focusing on one area. Just whatever I can do to make this team better.
In terms of the pre-snap, the ability to see the same thing as your quarterback right in the moments before the snap, right? Anticipating where the pressure's coming from, all that stuff. No matter how well you guys get along or communicate, is there a certain amount of experience that's required to really get good at that? And have you seen any kind of evolution in that area between you two?
Yeah, for sure. It's something that takes a lot of studying and a lot of time to just be able to do that in general. And I think between us, you have to develop a lot of trust, especially as a quarterback, to let someone else, direct the protection. And the same thing for me. I really care about making sure, he's protected and we're keeping that pocket clean. So, if I think I see something and he sees something different, it's nice having someone back there I'm familiar with and I'm comfortable with, and I 100% trust him to make the right call. So it does make it easier.
Michael Pratt got a chance to finish third all time in rushing touchdowns for any player at Tulane, not just quarterback. How good of a runner is he?
He's a great runner. He runs with so much heart, and just so much reckless abandon. It's what the game's about. Just really just giving it your all. And you can tell every time he takes off that ball, he's going to give it 110%, and he ain't stopping until someone makes him stop. So it's nice. It's a little worrisome because, of course, it's a quarterback, but that's his thing. That's what he wants to do, and he's prepared himself for that. And so I'm behind him 100%.
Well, he said he saw him practicing sliding the other day. You like to see that?
I love to see that. Just whatever keeps him safe. I know playing with him, going back to just we've played together for so long. I know when we need those extra yards, he's going to go get them. So I know when he needs to keep himself safe, to see him practicing the slides and everything it's really awesome. And that's something where he's developing, is just protecting himself when he's running.
He did expose himself to some huge shots like 3 or 4 years ago when he first started playing. Do you remember that?
I do, for sure. I do, for sure. And I think I've probably gotten his ear just as much as Coach Fritz about keeping himself safe. And, because, again, it's more than my teammate. That's family to me. So, I want the best for him as well, safety and, play-wise. So that's one thing that was big for me, is just make sure he protects himself.
How well adjusted are you to scrambles when he runs and the play breaks down, being able to block and not draw him?
Yeah, you just know that whenever someone sees a quarterback run, that they got to be expecting to get cleaned up. So as someone trying to protect him, it's just immediately follow the ball. Wherever he goes, I go. Whenever he goes down, I want to be the first one there. So, just doing the best I can to keep up with him. He's a pretty fast guy, though. So just, trying to keep up and take some good angles to hopefully get a good block for him. So.
You can't keep up with him in a race?
Oh, I could, for sure. I ain't say nothing about that. Just, whenever he's gone, he's already in front of me. It's just gotta start looking and seeing anybody trying to come clean him up from way 20 yards away or something like that. Someone's always the guys you don't see that make the biggest impact on the tackle. Sometimes trying to poke the ball loose, things like that. But I think I got in the race. We ran some sprints out there the other day. I was pretty close.
Pratt says you didn't allow a sack personally all last year. Do you recall the last time you recall? You did allow one.
I don't really keep track of it. If I do, I tend to think of just next play and keep on. And I know there's a couple times there, more often than not, there's guys helping me too and making me look good. So there's a lot of times I do mess up, and I've got great guards and tackles around me to help me look better. So shout out to those guys.
If you think of all the off seasons you've ever had from say high school until now, not just in terms of your own motivation and focus and training, but also in terms of interaction with family, friends, fans, and all that stuff, how different was this past off season, and how do you think it maybe you can give some examples of how it might have been different, and
Yeah, so that's a great question. I've thought about this a lot myself because it has felt a little bit different for me. Um, I think just knowing for sure there's no option of this is it. Just really being where my feet are. There's no option of oh, they'll be next year, they'll be next time. I've really just gotten comfortable with this could be my last. Today could have been my last practice. Tomorrow could be my last practice, and so just giving it all. Every time I put the cleats on, put the helmet on, just doing everything I can to make sure that, if it were to be my last, that I'm happy with, my work ethic and what I've done, and putting everything that I have into it, and just being comfortable with that.
And then also, related, how do you feel like you and your teammates processed all the adulation? Because this is historic season,
Right.
and obviously there's a lot of, like, I don't know, do you feel the excitement heading into week 1 this year that may not have been there a year ago at this time?
Absolutely. We were blessed enough last year to show what we're capable of as a program, and now it's just about that was last season's team. We showed as a program where we can go, what we can do, but now with this team, we have that opportunity again and to take it even further. And so there's just a lot of excitement behind the opportunity we're getting, and just everything out in front of us. Everything's just it's up to us, up to our work ethic, and up to us to take some ownership and go get it.
Do players get ticket requests? How does that work?
Yeah, we get per person we get 4 tickets, and coach has a thing where whenever we send them around, he asks guys if you're not using your tickets, make sure someone gets them. Don't leave any empty seats. Preferably, he'd like to give them to the seniors because a lot of the time it could be a lot of guys last time to have their family come watch them play and things of that nature. But we get 4 tickets, and you kind of just got to ask around if you need any more, and teammates are always willing to help out.
Have guys had to ask around a lot more since the middle of last year?
It's always been a thing for guys to since I've been here. It's just you always have a guy who's got about 100 people come in, and he's asking the whole team for tickets, and it's always been a craze. So I haven't really noticed any more, any less.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate that. You gonna stand up?
Yeah.
Curious to see who this Heels School